Picture a lunar wasteland under starlit shadows, where robotic drills steered by Silicon Valley tycoons and Beijing strategists scour craters for helium-3, rare earths, and platinum worth quadrillions, the celestial fuel for luxury tech empires beyond 2025. This isn't sci-fi, it's the lunar land grab, a high-stakes race where Elon Musk's Starships and China's Chang'e rovers vie for resources powering AI grids, Mars outposts, and reactors. The moon's regolith holds $14 quadrillion in volatiles water ice for propellant, neodymium for EVs, iridium for quantum chips dwarfing Earth's mines. NASA's 2025-1 drill extracted 10 kilograms per hour water ice, while Interlune's helium-3 bots target $2.60 trillion markets by 2030. With Artemis Accords uniting 55 nations and DARPA's moon economy roadmap, billionaires like Bezos via Blue Origin and startups like Astroforge Odin Probe 2025 chase the prize. But as craters brim with $1 trillion in platinum and the 1967 Outer Space Treaty phrase, who claims the lunar trillions U.S. moguls or China's cosmic dragon orbit the battle with us? China's lunar leap. From probes to celestial claws, China's lunar ambitions are a masterclass in cosmic conquest. Since Change 5's 2020 sample return, CNSA's 2025 Change 7 landed at Shackleton Crater, deploying six-legged rovers to mine 100 kilograms regolith daily rich in helium-3 for fusion reactors yielding 10x oil-S energy, carbon-free, backed by $3 billion in AI-driven drills and magnetic catapults, 90% launch cost cuts. The 2026 Change 8 aims for a permanent mining base, with ILRS International Lunar Research Station operational by 2030, partnering Russia for regolith rights. These rovers, navigating -230 degrees Celsius voids, extract 5 liters hour water ice propellant for cislunar fleets fueling Shanghai's elite, the Plate Dulio's dominance. He3 for quantum computing, China's 70% share, and EV magnets, dodging U.S. tariffs. By 2026, CNSA's Tianwen-3 scales asteroid-like lunar hauls, eyeing $1 trillion REEs. Ex-posts warn, China's moon base equals Bion Obo 2.0, beyond 2030. ILRS could supply 10% global He3, locking Beijing's grip on fusion grids for tycoon toys. The moon isn't just a rock, it's China's celestial crown, moon's regolith riches, the quadrillion-dollar crater jackpot, the moon's pockmarked crust card. By 1.6 billion years of asteroid strikes, hoards $1 trillion in platinum group metals, PGMs across 100 craters, per 2025 IFL science models. South Pole's shadowed basins hold 600 million tons of water ice LOX-LH2 for rockets and 1 million tons of He3, worth $3 quadrillion at $20 million per kilogram for fusion baseload. KREEP terrains brim with titanium and neodymium for Tesla motors. Yttrium for laser drones, totaling $10 quintillion. Per NASA, a Cybertruck needs 2 kilograms titanium. Musk's Starship fleet, billions. F-35 lasers crave iridium. Bezos orbital villas, He3 reactors, 2025's Prime 1 validated, 50 megawatts propellant plants. By 2026, NASA's VIP-ER rover maps 20 new craters, eyeing $500 billion in REEs. Lunar ores, free of thorium taint, promise ESG gold for Gates. Funds purer than Bion Obo sludge. By 2035, 5% global He3 and 3% REEs could flow from regolith, per DARPA, flipping supply chains. The jackpot? Quadrillions in clean wealth, but low-grav dust and 14-day nights demand robotic finesse. Geopolitical space wars. Crater claws versus celestial carriers. The lunar grab is a billionaire battlefield, with REEs and He3 as cosmic ammo. China's April 2025 bans spike NdPr prices 50%, stalling Tesla's 15% production and Nvidia's chips for Zuck's VR yachts. The U.S. counters Artemis Accords. 55 nations affirm mining rights. DARPA's 2025 field guide projects a $39 billion economy by 2040. Funding Astroforge's Odin, PGM Scout, and Vestry 2026 docking. Blue Origin's $200 million NASA-packed water ice by 2027. Japan's JAXA, backed by SoftBank Sun, preps Hayabusa 3 for lunar titanium. China's Edge 2026's Change 8 tests in situ smelting, with ILRS refining He3 for Huawei's quantum grids. BRICS allies India's ISRO. Russia target polar craters, dodging Artemis. Ex-analysts, moon's the new OPEC. China holds the veto. The EU's €300 million lunar fund hedges via Luxembourg's asteroid pivot. Beyond 2030, lunar bases could shift 20% global REEs, but But the outer space treaty's cracks spark ownership wars, the front craters deciding tech thrones for centuries. Supply chain stranglehold from regolith to tycoon riches. China's lunar chain is a cosmic chokehold. Chang's 500 kilograms. Regolith yields 0.3% reconcentrates enough for 2,500 Rivian motors or Ambani's 6G towers post-2026, smelting. CNSA's $1 billion lunar hub by 2028 refines He3 for BYD's Fusion EVs, while U.S. startups ship to Earth's Sheng plants, feeding the dragon despite tariffs. Fallout, Apple's Vision Pro 3, delays cost $4 billion. Lunar titanium fortifies J-2O drones over F-35s. The West fights back. Astroforge's 2026. Vestry aims for one-tune PGM hulls, with Blue Origin's water fuel cutting Starship costs 30%. DARPA's $120 million to Transastra builds orbital refineries by 2030. Billionaire backing, Musk, Bezos, and lunar tycoons. Moguls fuel the grab. Musk's SpaceX hauls Astroforge's probes, with Starships eyeing 2027 lunar landings for $50 million re-offtakes. Bezos Blue Origin, via $200 million NASA grants, drills polar ice for propellant, hedging REEs for orbital resorts. Interloon, founded by ex-Blue Origin execs, raises $18 million for He3 bots, targeting $2.6 trillion fusion markets by 2032. Thiel's founders fund backs lunar startups. SoftBank Sunseeds JAXAS titanium rigs. XBuzz, Musk's moonshot equals Tesla's lifeline. 2026 sees Astroforge's Vestry dock potentially yielding 2 tons of platinum $60 million at $30,000 per kilogram beyond 2030. Billionaires pivot to lunar bases with Musk's $1 billion fund for Mars-linked refineries. Their play, rockets as picks, forging empires from regolith to riches. The hunt, not just ores, but legacies etched in lunar dust. Environmental shadows and celestial fault lines. The moon casts cosmic shadows. 2025 mining tests spew 15,000 microdebris pieces per ESA, risking Starlink collisions. China's $1.5 billion laser sweepers aim for clean orbits, but X debates lunar tailings clogging cislunar lanes. NASA's 2026 VIPER maps eco-safe zones, yet low-grav dust could drift decades, per BBC. Ethical thorns. 45 nations push treaty updates, fearing Kessler syndrome by 2040. Future lunar He3 could power 25% global energy by 2050, per CNSA, with $20 billion Chinese funds leading. Artemis trails, with Bezos' $100 million eco-pledges hedging debris, alternatives like Earth recycling lag, asteroid mining's decades off. Fault line, cosmic greed versus orbital harmony, with tycoons tilting to regolith riches over celestial peace. Global ripples, allies, adversaries, and lunar echoes ripples cascade. NASA's 2026 Artemis 3 lands humans, eyeing $500 billion in polar ice. Japan's $150 million, JAXA probes KREEP. EU's €200 million, lunar hub imports He3 adversaries. China's ILRS, with Russia, scales to 500-ton hauls by 2032. Per Xinhua, BRICS, tilts India to lunar titanium for Adani's grids. CSI's lunar diversifies 10%, but Earth refineries lag till 2035. Echoes cheaper Starships, stable AI for Zook, fusion for Dubai's elite moon dust, fueling gilded galaxies. Challenges ahead. Craters of conquest or collapse, lunar mining's thorns, low-grav op spike costs $1 million per kilogram for He3 extraction, per DARPA, dust jams, drills, 14-day nights, stall solar rigs. 2026's Change 8 tests nuclear-powered bots, but U.S. export controls block tech transfers, per Reuters. Tycoons counter Musk's $50 million AI drill R&D. Astroforge's $40 million for 2027 hauls. Ahead, 2040 goal, 10,000 tons He3, powering 1 billion EVs. Challenges carve the moon's rugged heart. Conclusion. Craters that crown or crush tycoon dreams. The lunar land grab 2025's Prime 1 to 2026's Chang. E28 and beyond is the Dragon's claw on cosmic chains, squeezing He3 and REEs for Musk's fleets, Bezos resorts, and Huawei's grids. Quadrillions in regolith riches promise to break Earth's limits, but debris and treaties loom. Will alliances share the moon's trillions, or will moguls monopolize the stars? The regolith whispers of empires forged in dust and tycoons who mine them. If this celestial siege sparks your mogul fire, like the crater, drop your lunar strategy in comments. Subscribe for more cosmic power plays.